Describe dating black in the UK right now with one word.
So ghetto.
The ghetto.
Wow.
Hard.
Hard.
I would just say interesting.
I'm gonna say tiring.
Pilgrimage.
Chaotic.
Imbalanced.
All right, so let's break that down. I think there are three things I got from that. I mean, the choices of words: pilgrimage, ghetto, unbalanced,
Chaotic, hard.
unbalanced,
Yeah.
chaotic, hard. Like, I mean, do you think it's the same thing, Bole and Chisom, in the US as well?
I agreed with every word they said. In my head, when she asked that question, the first word that came to my mind was the ghetto.
Damn.
That's literally what it is. At least for me, that's how it's been.
Yeah, I'll say this. I think a lot of my female friends share that sentiment. A lot of my guy friends do, right? I haven't really asked them, but like, I think a lot of my female friends will share that sentiment. And they think it's the ghetto is hard because guys are not ready to commit, but then they want relationship things, so they want to go out on dates with you. They want you to claim them, but just don't call them their boyfriend. They want you to only mess with them, only sleep with them, like do all this.
But they're sleeping and messing with other girls.
Yeah, do all this exclusive shit, but they don't want to be your boyfriend, pretty much. It's like, okay, like. So I think that's what a lot of women share, at least in my opinion here. But for me, I don't think dating has ever been very complicated, even though I'm not really in the game that much, you know what I'm saying? But like, I think if you overcomplicate it, it will be complicated. If you're trying to dibble and double, if you're trying to do different things, it will obviously be hard because you're like, I don't know. To me, you're jumping into different things when like it's easy to like just weed out some things from the get-go. But for me, it's like, it's pretty simple because you can just weed out things. You can just weed out things from the get-go and then you just simplify your life from there. But if you're trying to have fun, I guess the ghetto is fun too.
The ghetto is not fun.
All right, let me give my opinion. Yeah, I don't date. So I have no concept of what the dating scene is like. Because of all the girls I've been with, I've usually been close proximity, and I never really had a problem with calling the ghetto because I've never had an intention of dating. So I have no validation or to give an opinion on this. But another point, but you brought this up as well, was like, trying to be exclusive but not having the boyfriend and girlfriend tag. That was a major thing that I had.
Yeah.
Can you break that down? Like, what do you think the problem is that people are non-committal nowadays?
Like, I think from a guy's perspective, it's more like they can get most of what they want without putting a title on it. So why would they, right? Like when you think about like the things that guys are looking for, it's nothing. They're not really looking for a relationship. Like eventually we will, right? Like when we want to start a family, when you're ready to have kids, you want to do that in a committed relationship. But we're not like looking for a girl that will call. I mean, let me say I don't think most guys are looking for a girl that they will call and talk to, that will listen to all my problems. It's like, I'm not really looking for that, Like they're trying to have sex. Maybe they're trying to have a good time here and there. Maybe go out on the weekend and that's it. Like they're like, I'm done with you. If I can get that without putting a title on the girl, why would I do that? Right? So that's when then girls, they want that, but then they want more as well. Like you don't want to be like, okay, I can call this guy my man's, I can rely on him, I want to be exclusive with him, I want to be his girl, But it's like, so that's when that disconnect now comes, when like the guys are like, I'm not really need the relationship, I have everything I need. Girls are like, I have some of what I need, but I still want more. So that's when but like that more, and it just never gets there. And it's like,
I think for us, it's just like a sense of security. Like if I can call you my boyfriend, that like in our minds, that's like, okay, you're not going to go talk to another girl. You're not going to start dating somebody else. But if that like stability, that security isn't there, then for us, it's like, oh, you could wake up tomorrow and be like, oh, I don't want to mess with her anymore.
True.
So that's where it gets tricky.
Yeah. And I think
I will give my opinion about this.
Yeah.
Let me just break down my opinion about it. I think why most guys, or what my experience of why I didn't want to put the boyfriend and girlfriend tag, was I was non-committal and I wasn't ready to be seen in a relationship. You know what I mean? And I didn't see a future with her as well. Let me be frankly honest with you. I found her attractive, but she wasn't in that boyfriend
wifey
or
material.
girlfriend category for me. Not even wifey, but like I wasn't seeing myself even dating her.
Would you date someone that you don't see
I was
as your
attracted
wifey?
to her.
Like,
No,
could be your wife.
I wouldn't.
Yeah.
No, if I don't see that I could be your wife, I'm not gonna date you. But the main thing is that if I'm attracted to you, I just want to smash. And I think that's where girls get it wrong. It's like, I'm just attracted to you, girl. That's it. I just want to smash and leave.
But I think
So
that's where being true with your intentions like is very important. Like if you're starting to talk to somebody and you know like this is not gonna be a boyfriend girlfriend type relationship, then like be upfront at the end, like at the beginning, like, oh, I want to be friends with benefits, or let's just be friends or whatever. Like, don't. And that's where it gets confusing for girls, because we're automatically thinking long term, kind of like, what can I start doing to be.
Yeah, but like, I get what you're saying, right? And I think all guys should be honest with your intention. But to be fair, you don't necessarily know. Like, it's not like you're 100% sure, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
That's one. But then two, even if you know, like, just thinking about, like,
Your dick is
when you're trying to
talking,
play
man.
the game,
That's
fam,
all I
like,
have
just
to
imagine, like, even you're jumping the gun because you don't even know what the girl's intentions are. Right? So, like, so, like, she hasn't necessarily told me anything. So I'm not going to jump the gun and assume that this girl wants to date me. I'm just going to keep talking to her and chatting and doing what I'm doing.
And try to get the
No,
most
yeah,
out of
I
her
know.
as much
And
as
that's
I
where
can.
it gets confusing.
But, like, in
because
her
it's like,
mind,
I'm the
she's
same
thinking,
way.
oh
I don't
my
want to
God.
drop that conversation.
Exactly. Like, in her mind, she's thinking, oh my God, like, I don't know what she's thinking. She might just want to use me for my body. That might be it. You know what I'm saying? I'm just trying to use me for money, for dinner. And that might be the end. You know what I'm saying? So even me, I'm like, okay, maybe I'm just playing my game, I'll do my thing, and then we'll move on with that. I do think, guys, like, I think if you now have an inkling of what she could be thinking, the noble thing to do would be like to be upfront, like, I don't know where your head is at, have that conversation. But most guys, we know most guys are not going to do that, because we're not going to jump the gun at that. Because at the end of the day, you're still trying to play the game. And generally, for a girl to, like, obviously, and what guys want the most is obviously sex, right? Like, for a girl to, like, be like, okay, I actually want to sleep with. Let me say for a girl, let me not make a general rule for girls, but we know that for most girls, they have to at least have like a sense of security with you, like a sense. It doesn't have to be deep to like be like, okay, like I'll actually like mess with this guy for a period of time. So towards if you now come up straight as I want to be friends with benefit you, like that would turn off like most girls be like, nah, nigga, like
facts.
Like
I'm have to make her fall in love
like,
with
I'm not
you.
trying to do that.
And then you drop her? Y'all are so
They-
toxic.
they-
Women, let's play the
I won't lie
game.
to
Let's
you.
play the game.
I won't lie to you. I
who,
think
who do
that's
you think will win that game? Be real,
Hey, if I put my mind to it,
bruh.
it can
No.
happen.
Yeah, okay. Yeah, okay. Yeah, okay. Yeah, okay. Yeah, okay.
Put your mind.
Well, there's no-
It's hot
there's no
girl
way
summer.
why
It's
to-
hot
Well,
girl
hey,
summer.
Real hot girl shit. Real hot girl shit.
Nah,
never work.
it's an
It's hot girl
L.
summer.
I'm
That
telling
never
you.
works,
But like,
man. Like, when
but like
girls
I
try to
play
fuck you
against
with
men.
men.
But
In
I
this
play
day-
against men. You have to know where you need to. You have to know where you've lost. Just go on your side. Because if you keep on pushing the buttons,
It should
it's
just
just
keep
L
getting
after
more
repeated
ghetto
L
and more
after
ghetto
L
and more
after L.
ghetto.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Like, I think it's just
ghetto,
more like understand what the game is. I just step out and be like, nah, I'm tapping out of this one. This is not for me. You know.
You like feel like there's a disconnect between black men and black women in the UK when it comes to dating, because there's bare single men and single women. They're like, I can't find nobody, but I'm like, they're just all single. So what's going on?
I think different stages,
Definitely.
stages, and people want different things, and people don't necessarily always date the people that want the same things as them. They try and remold others when you could just go date someone that wants
Someone
something
else,
that
yeah.
you want.
I think there's a big disconnect with what men think women want and what women think men want. I think a lot of men think women want this alpha protector guy that can provide all the most money, do everything for you. And in reality, some women just want a guy who's got emotional intelligence.
When you get to a
think that's
certain
true?
space where you kind of know what you want to
Repeat that, pause.
become and type of person you want to date.
I got two things from that, but just ask your question.
I was just like, do you think that's true? Like, I mean, I know the first girl was talking about what you're saying, that there was a disconnect between what men want and what women want.
That's one time. One
Yeah, like she's saying that girl, we might think she wants the alpha male with money, but all she wants is someone with emotional intelligence. So I was just like, do you think that's true? Right, the
I
second
think
girl.
it
call
varies.
bullshit.
I think it varies
I
for
call
women.
bullshit. Girls
Because I
say that they want
definitely
a
want
man.
my alpha male, but I want that emotional intelligence. I feel like it's easier
Yeah.
to find that alpha male than to find the emotional intelligence.
You want the emotional
Like,
intelligence
I-
in
I-
an
I-
alpha male.
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
Two
I
in one
think
combo.
I think most women, realistically speaking, want not necessarily an alpha male, but a man who is a breadwinner, a traditional man. I think
Yeah.
that's the best word for it. And the lies of like emotional intelligence is obviously like, who doesn't want an emotionally intelligent person? You know what I mean? That's a good thing. But to say that that's what women are looking for in men, that's cap. That is cap.
I don't think it's cap.
I don't think it's cap at all.
Like,
I mean,
just emotional intelligence, or they just want his emotional intelligence.
Okay, I agree with that. Yeah,
That's not true.
Well, I mean, if you look at it that way, I don't think she meant solely emotional
no, that's
intelligence,
what
but
she
I feel
said.
like
That's
that's
what she said though. She was like,
That's what she
whereas
said.
most
The way
women
I
just want someone
interpreted
that's
it-
emotional intelligent. That's all they want.
I interpret it as like that's a quality that's very high on the list of what we want, but not solely just emotional intelligence.
I mean, we can run it back, but yeah, I mean,
I even think that's cap.
I think it's high.
That emotional intelligence is low on most women's list.
I don't
for
think
like
so,
for a guy
actually.
that
I
they
think
want
it
to
is.
be their boyfriend.
Compared to the alpha, all those criterias, that emotional intelligence comes after that.
I don't know, Peter. I feel like in this age of like people who are dating, for women, like
Black
that's
women?
something that we're very much looking for.
Black women.
Yeah.
I mean, Bole says it all the time.
I
think that's why they call it the ghetto, right? Because they're like, bro, like they have all these things. They're probably having like great sex. They're probably like going on nice dates, whatever. But he's just not committing, and that commitment is I won't say the emotional side, because obviously commitment is deeper than just the emotional side. But that is part of being emotionally intelligent, to be like, yo, like,
Yeah.
I'm going to be honest with you. This is exactly what I'm looking for. I'm spending this much time with you because I want to be with you. I want to. Like, I see a future with you. Things like that. Just like that emotional sense. Or when you bring up a problem to them, they actually consider you deeply and not just like, I mean, you're not my girlfriend, so what the hell, like, move on, family. You know what I'm saying? Like, I never promised you shit. It's just like that deep. I think they want it, but they still fuck with men that don't give it to them. And put it like that, right? So they will still mess with men.
That's what I mean,
that are
bro.
not necessarily
Like,
emotional intelligence.
like, Bole's not going to fuck with a man. Bole's not going to fuck with a man who is 5'5". You know what I mean? She's
Oh, definitely not.
But she will fuck with a man who is not emotionally intelligent. Straight facts. That's all I'm saying. So when they say that that's on the priority on
Can
the
we
fucking
stop?
list, that's a lie. That's some bullshit. Like, it's a priority is there, but when you're attracted to the nigga,
am I
it's his
fucking with the
alphaness,
guy
it's his wealth,
because
it's
I
his
see a
status, and everything
future, or
like
am I
that.
just fucking with him for fucking sake?
Okay,
Question,
all right.
yeah.
That's why it's called the ghetto for a reason. You have something. You say you want something. You go on the other side. I'll do another thing.
You're playing games. Playing
You
games.
have to play games
games
while
on
you're
the
being
other side.
played.
I don't know about that,
Okay.
baby.
All right. Keep on playing games.
Let's go to
Check out.